Greetings YouTube, Jack Nerd 1.0 here. So we are back again with Mr. Vampire, and what we're going to do today is the Vampire Scholar quest. This is a quest given in the new Greymoor supplement, and that is it's along the main quest line. So, I think the one, I can't remember what the one before this was called, but the reason why we're going to do this one, at least tonight, is because this one gives, where is he, right here, the Solitude Silver Wolf. And it says it is, it is acquired by completing the Vampire Scholar quest. And so you would have been here before if you did the last quest. You would have had to have been here before. And luckily, I hit a couple way shrines in here. It looks like more than a couple. I hit. So, should be able to get right back in here. 2 levels since the last thing we did. I think the last one we did was the prologue for... Okay. Alright, we're in. Now, he should be... Fenorin, he should be right down.
Hey, partner.
There he is.
Glad I found you. Now let's get Fen and return to the Blue Palace. Fen, you in here? Let's look around.
Looks like there has been some trouble here. Journal pages obviously set aflame. Only snippets of writing remain. It is not easy to come by, even in Blackreach. Edgar was lying. Cave-ins don't cause those sort of injuries. Trust was hard to earn, but he's sharing the truth about what happened to him and Edgar's blood was saturated with Neph is the likely cause of his resistance, but I need to see for myself. Edgar knows a way inside. Edgar won't cooperate, insists on recusing his pack members near the old dwarven tower in Lightless. I promised to meet Edgar outside of Dusttown, camp east of the bridge. I don't know how much that helped us.
Papers. Someone was trying to hide something. Ben never struck me as a messy person. Could there have been a struggle here?
Dwarven key would make sense. Since this area is an old dwarven mine. Let's see what kind of things are upstairs. Alright. Did we not find something? We tripped the, just to go on further, so... Something else we gotta find. missed it. It's flask. Embossed with Finon's initials and filled with a crimson fluid found in his Dusk Town lodgings. I think we know what that is. Alright, talk to Lou. Boris.
Burnt journal pages, Fenn's flask, and a strange old key. All found among clear signs of a struggle. But other than what's in the flask, we didn't see any blood. That means Fenn was probably taken alive.
What do you make of the notes and this key?
The key looks dwarven to me, and the notes mention a dwarven tower. They could be connected. The notes also indicate that Fenn was going to meet with someone named Edyar east of the Dusktown Bridge. You start there and I'll check with the locals.
Yeah, I pronounced that one right. Edyar. I'll try to find this Edyar then.
We have no idea who Edyar is, or who took Fenn for that matter. It could be this Ashen Lord we heard mentioned, or maybe the Ice Reach Coven. The question is, why take Fenn at all? Why not just kill him? Does he have information they need?
Do you think Fenn's disappearance is related to whatever drew him to Blackreach?
More than likely. If they want to get information out of him, death might be preferable to whatever tortures they have planned. Let's get to it. You find this Edyar, and I'll see if the locals saw what happened here.
Very well. Alright. Off to find Edyar. Looks like he is. There he is. He's not too far. Find him. Oh, there he is.
Sod off. This is my patch of ground. You don't listen too well, do you? All right. Talk fast and tell me why I shouldn't rip out your throat.
I'm looking for Fenorian. His notes said he would be working with you.
The silk shirt kept notes? Of course he did. And where is Fenorian? He's late, and he still hasn't compensated me for the information I gave him. I need that key!
Fenn's gone missing. Tell me what the two of you were doing so I can find him.
Missing? Probably taken by the same bastard that has my packmates, Exarch Singalis. Fenorian said he could provide a key to unlock their chains, if I told him about the experiments performed on us. If you can get that key, I'll tell you more.
You mean this dwarven key?
Hircine's fetid breath, that's it! Look, I managed to escape from Singalis' tower, but my packmates are still chained up in the Lightless Hollow. Use that key to set them free. Then, I'll tell you how to find Fenorian.
By the way, I just want to point out this guy has got a real Wolverine thing going on. Looks exactly like him. Alright, I'll free your packmates.
The Lightless Hollow lies to the east, and Hircine's claws. Who is that tall woman?
Stand down. I'm a friend. None of the locals really wanted to talk. One or two admitted to seeing Fenn, but no one witnessed any kind of disturbance at his lodgings. At least, no one saw anything they were willing to tell me about. Is this Edyar? Does he know anything?
Edyar can lead us to Fenn, but first we need to fulfill the bargain Fenn made with him.
Why is everything so complicated in this part of Skyrim? Alright, so tell me, what did Fenn agree to do for our half-naked friend over there?
We need to free Edyar's packmates from Echarch. I'm not even going to try that. In the Lightless Hollow.
Packmates? Edyar is a werewolf? This just keeps getting better and better. So I take it you know how you want to deal with this particular situation?
I'll use the key we found to free the pack. Meet me in the Lighthouse Hollow, south of the work camp. Alright. Looks like we are off again. Not too far to go. This is going to be a very long quest. So I will probably be taking out some of this travel time because it's just going to be a little too much. All right, these guys, we're going to take these guys. So I have been playing this Necromancer for a while now, and while I do like the character, I certainly don't like it as much as Warden, and I can't really say, I don't know if I see a real purpose to the character. I don't know if the abilities are really that much of a difference from from what is already here in other classes. I would enjoy it more
Where
if
are
it
you?
had real pets.
That scent. Why do you smell like Edyar?
Edjar sent me. Are you one of his packmates?
Edyar sent you. Then he made it. He's alive. That's wonderful news. Exarch Singalis experimented on me. I blacked out, but they thought I was dead. They tossed me out of the tower. Barely managed to crawl to this spot.
Where is the rest of your pack?
Still at the camp. To the north. Hamild, Myrtilda, and Thevin. Save them before Singalis finishes them off. Just come back. All right. I don't think I can make it on my own.
Edjar is on his way. I'll be back with the rest of your pack. Alright. Yeah, there we go.
Smell like the Grey Host. Run before they catch you too. You set me free? I owe you one.
She's off. Should be another one down here. Oh, that guy's. That's a big looking dude right there.
I'm working as fast as I can, you blood-sucking bastards! Hersene's claws.
I was
thought
gonna
I'd be
say
digging
I'm
forever.
a blood-sucking
Thanks.
bastard, but I'm just not a blood-sucking bastard. That's accurate. That's all. Okay. Alright, one more, and they should be right up ahead here. There's a vampy over there. Oh, one of them big guys. Is that lady coming up here? There's someone coming up.
Working us like dogs.
A vampire or some kind of a werewolf or something?
Finally, stranger.
Okay. We can talk to Edgar. We can find Edgar.
We should
No.
not linger, Edyar. The Grey Host could find us at any moment.
Head to the surface. I need to fulfill my end of our bargain.
Alright, Wolverine.
You actually did it. You freak.
Tell me how to get to the ruined dwarven tower. Interesting, my sound has gone off. Why not? Why is it not giving his... That's very odd. I don't know if that's a bug or what, but I can hear other stuff going on in the game. It's just we can't hear his dialogue. Alright, well, he's saying if XR Tungus took Fëanor, and I'm pretty sure he did, you'll find both of them in the ruined dwarven tower. It's difficult to get inside if you're not a vampire, but I know a way. Actually, I am a vampire, but I'm not one of those vampires. So, tell me how to get into the ruined dwarven tower. He's saying, like I said, Tingus's helper has made a mistake. Forgot to fasten my chains after one of my tortures. Slipped away and crawled inside some pipes. Fell into a chamber with one of those dwarven lifts. There is also a door. The one behind me. There is also a door, the one behind me, and that door will get us to wherever Tingus is holding Fen. It'll get you close. There is a big door that leads into Tingus's lair, but it is sealed. You need to figure out a dwarven mechanism to open it. Well, that ought to be fun. Then make your way into the experimentation chamber. That's probably where he is keeping Fëanor. Alright, Edgar. Thank you for your help. Okay. So, next part has moved along. And looks like Lyris is coming with us. And is Edgar coming with too? Alright. Interesting. Tingalis. Okay. I hope I'm not the only one who has trouble with these names. I've been playing Elder Scrolls games my whole life, but well, large portion of it. Alright. Open the door to the dwarven door.
Definitely dwarven. Watch out for traps.
We are vampires of the Grey Host, so we have no need to open doors. Still, like my master, Tingalis, I have an unnerving thirst for knowledge. I must figure out this dwarven door. No lock, no handle, no hinges, no levers, nothing obvious. How did the ancient dwarves open it? The pillars covered in gears. What is the significance of the panels on them? Four different images. Stars. It is said that the dwarvens were interested in the sky above. Could the panel represent different sections of the night sky? There must be some way to discern the pattern. The pattern doesn't repeat exactly, but the panels must be the answer. I think I figured it out. When you notice what's missing, the answer becomes clear. And with the knowledge attained, I grow bored. And on to the next great mystery. Okay. So, we're going to look for what's missing, it says. And so we've got constellations here. The one matching looks like this bottom one. What does this do?
Must be doing something right.
Moves the gears. I don't know. Okay. Over here, we have a constellation, and that corresponds to this one on the top. Let's start this one, see what that does. That one moves. Did this one move? It did, because it was this bottom one before. Alright, so he said you're supposed to notice the thing that is missing. So there's 3 of these on here. That one is not one of these. That one is also not one of these. Obviously that didn't open it though. I don't know, there's more. There's more. Okay. That one corresponds to the one above. That corresponds to the one in the middle.
It turned on. Keep going.
Okay, that one is not on there, so let's check this one, corresponding to the one above. That one is in the middle. That one is in the bottom, so this should do it.
That's something promising. Try the door.
That did it. Yeah, those old dwarves aren't too smart.
This chamber's been used recently. Let's look around.
Well, there's vampies around here. Okay. Alright, what do we got over here? Another letter. Lycanthrope immunity. Interesting. Edgearch Ulfra presented an interesting challenge. Can my alchemy and sorcery harrow one of her kind? By design, the harrow storms are not meant to affect our lycanthrope brothers and sisters, but centuries since the Grey Host last set out to conquer the breeds of vampires and werewolves have become a diaspora promulgated across the world. Not all of them have the sense to bow before the Ashen Lord, including the prisoners Ulfa captured today. She could have easily ripped these lesser creatures apart for their defiance, but instead she delivered them to me for a methodical dissection. There's a hunter's cunning hiding in that bestial skull. Alright, it says, the prisoners respect a pack hierarchy, an affliction of the origin of their curse, no doubt. By holding their leader Edjar hostage, the others remain compliant. by offering a slim mercy that the other werewolves, Edjar assumes the role of a willing test subject. They are dreadfully simple creatures, after all. The incredible constitution of these werewolves, even in human shape, creates one of many obstacles I must overcome to complete my study. The nether root seemingly has no effect on the subject, even in its consecrated form. Weakening the grip of the body on the soul will be the next step forward. And good Lord, how long? Okay, that's enough.
Looks like Edgar was telling the truth.
I'm going to end up getting more enemies by the time I'm done reading this. Good gravy. Alright, what is this? Nether roots.
Why does everything connected to vampires involve blood?
Well, it's kind of stupid, Laris. Vampires live on blood and werewolves eat people raw, so, blood. Alright. Another note here. It talks about Netherwood. I'm not going to go through all this.
That was Fen. We need to keep moving.
Yes. Alright. Off we go. Come along, Laris. Alright, let's do something here. Oh. Was going to take something. Let's do. Still got quite a few of these. And what else can we take? Something for health. Alright. Another root garden.
I can smell. It's overpowering. We need to shut down those machines. That's poison. Why are they spraying it on those plants? More of that nether root. Turn off those sprayers and we'll never get across the machine.
Okay. Primary is 4 units, secondary is 2. Neither of them can fall below 2 units or exceed 4. If the nozzle is excellently adjusted. Okay. All right.
No, not that guy. We seem to be on the right track. I think we figured it out. That chamber. Shows bones that stone husk is moving.
Alright. Oh, that thing's gonna be tough to beat. Let's see what I got going here. Got increased to max health. It's tough because I'm in the stage of vampirism I'm in. It's difficult to heal, which is going to make this even tougher. Hopefully these guys aren't alive. It's just this one that is. Alright. Alright, I am going to use my ultimate. Well, the ultimate seemed to do pretty well. Ouch. Stay out of that. Ah, fuck. Not close.
A shame you could not be recruited for a noble cause.
Interesting. Did I somehow skip past that?
Enjoy me in the keep. You must bear witness. New test subjects. Just in time. This one is about spent.
Well, I'm not even close to getting my ultimate with this guy. fire. Alright. We'll all go. Tell me what you heard.
Some sort of assault on Solitude. A massive hailstorm.
You're hurt. How can I help?
I need blood. But I won't drink from an unwilling person. In this state, even with a willing participant, I don't trust my restraint. If I only had my flask.
Here's your flask. I found it in your lodging in Dusk Town.
My flask. Thank you, my friend. Nada al-Salam is the one they call the Ashen Lord, leader of the Grey Host. He and Singalis often went into the nearby sanctum to talk. I heard a few words. Map, plan, but I couldn't make out the rest.
Then we should take a search Singalis' sanctum.
Yes. Once I take a long drink from my flask, I'll join you.
Goodbye. Alright. So, somehow we skipped over that one part. I would have liked to have tried going after that golem creature again, but sent us to the next spawn point, which was ahead of where we had to go, so but that was okay because we were able to kill the big baddie. Here is the map they were talking about. I'll take that. There are some other things.
Take a look.
Nothing to pilfer there. Don't want that. Alright, Exartun Tenris. We are indebted to your great mind. Since your rebirth, you have brought our dream even closer to reality. Obstacles that I chipped away over millennia, you cleave away in mere days. The time for subterfuge is coming to an end. Continue the refinement of your techniques and supply the coven witches with the fruits of your labor. They must produce the ritual materials for Ulfra and her king to deploy. Let the Nords fret over the random hailstorms. While we prepare to unleash the most powerful storm of all, send your refined netherroot brew to the Midland camp and to my keep, along with everything else needed for the rituals. I will alert the coastal camp to prepare more. medallions and send updated orders to our warlords in the Black Reach camp. Stay strong, my brother, for the Grey Host will soon live again. Rada al-Sarin. Interesting.
What did you find?
Well, if you were listening, Laris, you would know.
We set out to find Fen and bring him back to Solitude. Along the way, we learned more about our true enemy, killed one of their leaders, and acquired some valuable intelligence. That's a victory in my book.
Nice sum up, Laris. Anything else we need to do here?
Not that I can think of. I'll make sure that Fen makes it to the Blue Palace. We'll meet you there. And don't forget that map and communicate.
Alright, I'll see you at the Blue Palace. Alright, it looks like that is the last part to this.
We'll help you through this.
I have a feeling we're going to go back to Savan. We could probably get out here, or we could just teleport back. I just want to see where this goes. We probably will teleport back. Oh yeah, this goes back here. What's this? Use the lift. Alright. I'll use the lift. Okay. Let me touch the lift. Thank you. Alright, very interesting. We'll see if this part of the quest ends and talking to the king's daughter. Interesting. Comes out right over there. Okay, so I think we're gonna head right back to the Blue Palace here, rather than walk back. So we're gonna head to the Blue Palace. Hopefully we'll talk to someone, and then this will advance the quest. Oh, this will advance to the end part of this quest. We can get our wolf and then move on to the next. Okay, completed. Return to the... And we talk to Savannah. Can't leave a good bookshelf alone. Alright, where is Savannah? She's in here? Yeah. Alright.
You are welcome here, Fenori in the House of Adenbridge.
I don't know what to say.
By all the mead and southern gods, it's good to see you and the others. Your vampire scholar seems out of sorts, but I'm glad to make his acquaintance. Liris tells me you ran into a bit of trouble. Care to explain?
Fen was captured and we killed a vampire leader. We also recovered a map and documents.
And I can't wait to hear all the details. In the meantime, let's take a look at what you found and try to devise a plan. Liris didn't say much, but she indicated that time is short. Here, take this. You deserve a lot more, but it's all I can say.
Alright, and sure enough, we receive for all of this. We get Fire Staff of the Grey Host. We indeed get the Solitude Silver Wolf and this Sigil Shield. None of this stuff I use, except, well, I'm going to use the wolf. And of course we get a skill point. That's awesome.
The information you back from Blackbirch might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned.
We killed Dingalis and brought back a map and communique. The enemy calls himself, or itself, the Grey Host.
The Grey Host? Where have I heard that before? Meanwhile, my father rounded up Harold and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege.
And you don't agree with that approach? Okay. Alright folks, so that is essentially it. That is for this part. That is for the Vampire Scholar. Now, let's get out here and let's get some room. And then, let's go to the throne room. We'll summon our pet. This is the Solitude Wolf, is it called? There we go. Here's the check. Yeah, Solitude Silver Wolf. And there he is. Boy, he's big too, isn't he? Nice eyes. Very cool. Alright, so if you are playing a werewolf, obviously you're going to want to have a wolf pet, right? And if you are playing a vampire, as you know, in mythology, vampires always have a lot to do with wolves. In many mythologies, they can turn into wolves themselves. Of course, there's a famous line from Dracula. Oh, what beautiful music they make, the children of the night. So, of course, you're going to want to have this wolf pet for your very own. And this is how to get them. Really not that hard. That one mob was pretty tough for me doing it alone, but you know, we got past that. The next one really wasn't that bad at all. So you should be able to solo this pretty easily on your own. The other stuff we got is nothing that I'm going to use. It's a nice flame staff, but I don't use it. And I think the other thing was a shield, which I definitely don't use. So, all right, folks, that is it. That is how to do the Vampire Scholar and how to get the, let's see the name again. That is how to get the Solitude Silver Wolf. Very nice looking pet. So, again, as always, leave a like, share, and subscribe, and we will be in touch soon. So stay tuned for our next episode.